Good morning, people. So it's day 2 of the pulmonary rehabilitation study through in Edinburgh. I'm a bit tireder this morning. I want to tell you how it went yesterday. I was actually really chuffed at how well my legs performed, especially because, as you know, I've just come out of a 2-week relapse, which I normally keep healthy. That was due to coming down off the prednisolone. So I'm doing it very well. I did 40 minutes on the bike, which is high intensity training. The first 10 minutes is like a sort of warm up, and then 20 minutes of between 1 minute slow, 1 minute a bit more resistance, no slow but less resistance. You've got to keep at the same speed, and that's done for about 20 minutes and then a cool down afterwards. In the last 10 minutes, the oxygen, so I'm on the high flow nasal oxygen, which is a different type of oxygen, and I'm still to understand it, so I'm going to ask Jaimie about it more. As you know, I like to know more about it. When it went up my nose, it was a completely different cannula from this. It was very comfortable. The oxygen was warm as well, which was nice because, I'm on a high oxygen, 12 to 15 when I exercise, and I normally wear a mask so it doesn't irritate my nose so much. So it was warm, so it was a bit more comfortable on the nose, especially throughout most of the exercise till we got to the last 10 minutes, and I don't know, he was constantly monitoring your flow and putting it up when I needed it to go up. I was looking at the buttons and it just says 30, 50, and I'm like, what does that mean? I said to him, what am I on now? I can feel it coming through faster, and it didn't feel as warm, and it had really started to really nip my nose to the point where my eyes were streaming, and it was really nippy. I can only describe it like if you've ever been swimming and you get that chlorine up your nose. So that's what it was a bit like, and I've had that, when I go outside on my high flow bags and it's really cold and windy, and I've got the cold air to struggle with the cold oxygen because I use liquid oxygen, which is cold outside. So that's why I tend to use a mask when I go on a higher flow. It was Dr. Noah Greenspan that taught me that if it's above a 6 and things and exercise, and use the mask and use the rebreather mask, which I showed you yesterday, the one with the bag on it. So this is all done through a cannula. And it'll be good to see what comes out, if it is delivering more oxygen than a normal cannula, and obviously the type of oxygen. I'm unsure what that is. So when I asked Jaimie, how much oxygen am I on at that point, he's like 50%, so that means nothing to me. So I'm still clueless. And then after it, we did some exercises of the arm and torso, and strengthening exercises, and then some breathing exercises and some exercises to relieve phlegm and things. I'm very fortunate I don't have a cough. I don't even have a dry cough. Most people with interstitial lung disease tend to have a dry cough. So we did some exercises like that, and he says, I've meant to say to bring a mirror. So I've got a little mirror pack today. But we used our phone and we just went do the over it. Of course, Marion Macaleese is the queen of bringing up phlegm, and whenever I've been ill, I always do her morning wake up and do the puh instead of the huh. So I need to tell him about that, and also I'll speak to him today and send Noah some information on the actual study that I'm doing. I've got the sheet there, so I'm going to email you today later, Noah, with the sheet, so you know what the study's about. And I will say to Jaimie about you again, I tell everybody about you anyway. It's actually on I got a letter from my consultant, and on top of it is like, all it says is, did Noah Greenspan. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I think he means like I did your pulmonary rehab programme. So that's at the top of it. So I'm really pleased with the team that I've got now. I've got a specialist consultant, and I'm very fortunate to be doing this study. It is completely out of my comfort zone. I mean, I don't go out the house, I don't travel. I don't feel the need to travel. Like, I'm very happy at home and with my garden. I love my garden, it's beautiful, it's like my little haven. Always busy doing activities and things, and I'm still working. I mean, we just released that crystal course, and it's like, it's taken off really, really well. I'm like, last night scheduling emails up till late, so I did have a really busy day yesterday. I have osteoporosis, and it is very severe. I take teriparatide, which is an injection to help build the bone density and stop me getting any more fractures. And I don't have any pain from it. I don't normally get pain from my osteoporosis unless I do any forward flexion. So on the bike that we're using in the study, it is a normal exercise bike. The one I got for the house is a recumbent bike, so it sits back. It's actually got a little chair seat on the back of it, and it's got handles at the side so you can sit back and pedal. You can see my motion that I'm doing here. Whereas this one, you lean forward. So when you're leaning forward, you're engaging your tummy muscles, which is a good thing. But because I'm forward flexioning in that position, the bits of my spine where I have the wedge, where I've had previous wedge fractures, the discs are wedged there now, and that's how I've got, like, I'm 5'4" instead of 5'5.5" now. I've lost an inch and a half. So any forward flexion, like even in the office and stuff like that, or I'm planting seeds and I'm doing it for a longer period of time, like over half an hour to an hour, it does aggravate my spine. So I did get a bit of aggravation towards the end of being on the bike. So today I've put on a Lidicane patch over my spine and some ibruprofen gel. I did that when I came home last night. Well, yesterday, not last night, but it felt like it was a long day. I did that, and of course you got your stripped and all the extra stuff. So this is a lot for me. I'm like having to do extra showers, of course, for the risk of infection, the travel there as well. So today I'm travelling in my own car, so my friend Elspeth is driving my car, so it'll be comfortable. I'm not saying Christine's wasn't comfortable, but I figured out how to move her seat. She doesn't know, but I didn't say anything. But I figured out like how to move her seat, recline it a bit back because of my kyphosis here. And I took a pillow in to put behind my neck, and but I was still sitting up really, really straight all the way there and then all the way back. But halfway through coming back, I managed to find, oh, there it's there, and recline it back. So being comfortable is really, really important. So that should make a difference today. So that's some changes that I'm implementing for today. The other lady that was part of the course, that's my partner, so there's two people that do it, she ended up coming off, not because she was breathless or her legs were sore, just because her bum was sore on the seat of the bike. I mean, mine was getting a bit numb, as you know it can get numb in places. But I was very, very pleased at how my legs felt, actually. So every 10 minutes you're getting evaluated, and you'll come around and say, how breathless do you feel? And you've got a scale, and how do your legs feel, how heavy or sore or that do they feel on the same scale. And so mines were quite moderate, so I didn't go up to really, I think at the end I'd said slightly severe for my legs because I was really starting to feel it, but that was not the top end of it at all. And I was like peddling my wee heart out, and I was bruting a wee sweat, you know, trying my hardest. So it went well. See how it goes today. So So bye. Have a good day, everybody.